In this last video for the MDM components, we're going to talk about risk. Now, risk is the most ambiguous component that I have found, in my opinion, when you look at all the components and all the elements. I find it ambiguous because it's not very mathematical in that you don't add up points or take the lowest score of the 3 points. It's something that is more qualitative than quantitative, and it's something that's difficult for me to teach, perhaps because I'm not a professional coder, I'm just a physician, or perhaps because I'm not very fond of things that aren't so mathematically oriented as a kidney doctor. So I'm not going to discuss the risk. But there's a good reason why I'm not going to discuss the risk, other than the fact that I can't really wrap my head around it. The scoring system for MDM requires that you eliminate the lowest score amongst the 3. So I'm going to, by default, consider risk as my lowest score and eliminate it from the scoring scheme that the MDM employs, which means I'm going to be left with just data and diagnosis as the components that will make up the score for this element. If I score 3 points or greater in data and 3 points or greater for diagnosis, I'm going to put my elemental score, my MDM elemental score, in position to bill for a level 4. So this particular scoring schema, which is not the case over here, this schema, which allows you to eliminate the lowest of the 3 scores, regardless of whether your patient is new or established, regardless, is the main reason why I'm not going to tackle risk in this set of tutorials. It's just not something that is required, and it's not something I can get my head around very easily, so it's the perfect component to eliminate from this set of tutorials. So in the next tutorial, we're going to summarize everything that I hopefully have taught you and walk through some examples on what your bills can be based on certain types of patients that you see and documentation that you perform.